I'm Dennis here, Capital Training and Shoeing. You know, most of the videos that we put up have been on green horses or spoiled horses or something, and you're seeing me in real time deal with situations. And we thought you would enjoy if I actually got on a broke horse and showed you what, that if you stay with me in this and you implement the groundwork that you're seeing, especially the groundwork. I feel that the groundwork is the most important thing. And I'm going to try to show you the best I can here how that groundwork carries over to the back. And when you are able to, the reason the groundwork is so important, when you're able to implement it correctly, you can help a horse through a troubled spot that you might not be able to ride him through. And if you can do that for your horse, you're going to help yourself to stay safe. You're going to help that horse to get better. You're going to overcome these situations. You try to fix a lot of this stuff on their back, and the horse finds out that they can bow up a little bit or act like they're going to run off or act like they're going to buck and get you to quit. You're going to train them to be to be so obnoxious you won't like your horse anymore. So I've got a bridle on here, so I'm not going to do a whole lot of just groundwork, but I want to show you with this horse what I'm talking about. I'm going to tie that outside bridle rein up so it doesn't fall off and for him to step on it. I do not recommend that you do a lot of groundwork with the bridle on, but for explanation's sake and convenience, I'm going to go ahead and show you here. I'm going to ask this horse to go forward. And when I ask him to go forward, I'm asking him to go forward right there where my leg would be hanging. You see? So if I'm putting effort right there and it sends him forward, did you see how it shaped his body up? He shaped up looking around to the left. Well, that's what your inside leg does when you get on them. And we want to have the ability then to get forward, to shape that body up, and, you know, set the stage for your horse to be in a body position so he can do what you want him to do. Also, we do a lot of the groundwork where we're just getting the horse to turn. I see him stepping behind there a little bit, so I can help him to reach out. There. So when I'm on the ground, I can see this horse's body if it's in a position so he can move his feet easily, or if he's in a position so he's going to interfere, and I can help maybe bring him forward a little bit, help him to stay straighter so that his feet, and I see him step back behind himself right there, I can help that on the ground perhaps easier than I could on his back there, to help him through. Okay, we'll get stopped right there. That's another thing that the groundwork will teach you, is how to control that front end, how to keep the body alignment as you need it so it's going to carry over to the back. Another important thing is to turn on the forehand. We set that up right there. Now I'm thinking about body alignment. I want that horse to stand up straight. I want him to move that hip around, just like that. And when that inside hind leg softens and comes up and steps over his opposite hind leg, and he's reaching up towards the inside front, that's going to be setting the stage for a horse to listen to you. You can tell a lot about how they are mentally by how they're using their back legs. If they're braced and pushing and they're coming up into that, you know that horse isn't ready for you to get on. But if we set the stage where we get that softness right there, we're going to be setting the stage for that horse to be comfortable when we do get on. So, and we want to have the ability to move the whole body away from us. We want to have the ability to move the whole body to us. Lagging in the hip, bring everything, come on. all taught to the horse on the ground. Very beneficial stuff. So let me step up here on him now, make sure my saddle's snug. And undo this bridle rein. Now then, the groundwork will help you get a horse where they're comfortable standing still. So you can either bring them over to a mounting block, or they'll let you stand quietly out here in the wide open and do whatever you got to do to get your foot in the stirrup and get a hold of those bridle reins. Horse is still standing still. That's a byproduct of the groundwork. So now then, we can just step up and on. He's still stationary. This is what I want a horse to be, listening to me the whole while. So now I'm going to just do my best to demonstrate the groundwork I just did and how it carries over to the back. So if I ask this horse to walk to the left here, and I use my left foot right there where I was using energy from the ground to help this horse look to the left, step on around, and be comfortable stepping around just like that. So it's the same. Whoa. Got him to stop by moving my feet forward just a little bit, just as if I would move across from behind to in front. So I got my stop on the ground. I got my correct forward motion on the ground. Let's see if we can help him to turn around here. I'll ask him to step forward and move around. Same move that was taught to him on the ground, just as moving away from that leg down there. The same as was taught to him from the ground, coming back both ways. You teach a horse to back from the ground. Anything that we can do on a horse's back, we can show them how to do it from the ground. And that's why that the majority of the videos that you see me doing when I'm working with those younger horses or the spoiled horses, most of it's groundwork that I do until I get a horse mentally to where I believe they're ready, they're safe, and they're in a position to where I can get on and help them to understand things better. And then we can start fitting in. We can start blending together. Person and horse blend together so that we get, a nice pretty picture that displays. And that's another example of using the clear mental picture is when I know exactly how I want a horse's body to be positioned, how I want them to carry themselves, what attitude I want them to have, and then I can arrange it to where that comes forward out of my mind into the horse's mind through his body in an exhibition to where anybody can see it that's watching. That's what we're bringing to you with our videos. So I'd like to encourage you, if you like what you see and you're finding benefit in it, please hit the like and click on subscribe, and we'll be glad to have you along with us. We'll let you know when we're putting more videos up that way. Thank you.